most. And maybe what's most important, he provides that veteran leadership necessary.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for Dallas, Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Flag is out there with Max Christie, and it's Marshall in at the 3. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Pass to Gafford. And here's Marshall. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Here's Flag. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Christie. For 3, DiVincenzo. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just cannot allow DiVincenzo to shoot it from there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. To the wing on the left. Randall, pass to DiVincenzo. That 3's off the mark.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Christie against Edwards. Pass to Flag. 3-pointer. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. The 3. Gafford grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Christie. Here's Marshall. 3-pointer, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. Christie against Edwards. 5 to shoot. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 6.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
And that one's good. Flag.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flag, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
McDaniel's saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Outside Christie. Gafford with a screen on McDaniels. Marshall passes to Christie. 4-3. And it's Flag missing.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
For 3, DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Outside Christie. Washington outside. Nails it from 3. Washington's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Washington will match your threes because he's got game from outside.
Outside McDaniels. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Off target from three-point range.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
The three from Washington, and Dallas hits again from deep.
Corners can be a little suspect for Washington, but he puts a smooth stroke on it this time.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. From downtown, and Edwards the bucket on the assist by McDaniels. Edwards has got his third bucket of the night. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Christie, pass to Flag. Washington, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Flag, McDaniels covering. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flag to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he maybe looked really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
And he drops the first. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves, but there remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. And so he makes both from the line. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy.
And he knocks down the first one, the #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
3rd in shooting percentage, 5th in blocks. And they're in the top 5 in the league when it comes to three-point percentage. They've got shooters, and they've designed their offense to open space for them on the perimeter.
And they do shoot it at a very high clip. One of the most efficient offenses in the league. They don't take too many bad shots. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 7. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And here's Flag outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Pass to Washington. Here's Gafford. It's blocked by Gobert.
This has always been a highlight of Gobert's game. Elite rim protection.
Now DiVincenzo, 6 points for him. Randall, right side. 6 to shoot from behind the arc. Gobert, nice persistence to tip it back in.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Christie. Still no points. The three from Washington. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves lead by 12. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. To the left side wing. Randall, left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Here's Flag. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Also doing work on the defensive end. 4 swats and very active.
Now here's Randall. And there's the drive. Yep, that one goes.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Reed's checked in for Randall. And that one falls for Washington.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Back to Dosunmu. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Edwards for 3, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So for Dallas, Middleton comes in for Washington, and it's Nembhard in for Christie. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Mike Conley's checked in for Gobert. Mavericks trail by 16. Nembhard with it. Pass to Gafford. Here's Middleton. McDaniels covering. Just 4 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Middleton, no good.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Back to Nembhard. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota leading by 18. Out to the right wing. Outside Conley. Reed sets a screen. Conley passes to McDaniels. No good from outside.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Here's Flag. Well, he's now 2 for 7 after that bucket.
He's only 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into some kind of rhythm.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. The kick out to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Reed. Gafford with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford. Anderson's checked in for Minnesota. Ingles comes in for Edwards.
Joe Ingles.
Just 2 to shoot. Ingles from outside. Gafford grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 16. A minute 58 left to play in the first. Here's Middleton. Well, the jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
Out muscling the defenders. Middleton redesigning that interior.
Conley looking for an opening. Here's the teardrop. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And here's Flag outside. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Dosunmu. He played a great game against Boston. From deep, Conley. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Mavericks trail by 12. Middleton outside. Pass to Flag. Gafford the screen. Three-pointer. And Flag with a 3. Flag's got 9.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Reed for 3. Rebounded by Marshall. And here's Dallas. Right now on a 9-0 run. Middleton against Anderson. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
I like seeing Middleton throw it down like that. Boy, he's a great athlete, and he finishes with a little style, too.
Reed sets a screen. From deep, Conley. He can't get it to go. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's Minnesota. They lead by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
They've got Marvin Bagley. Chris Middleton is out there with Thompson. Then it's Williams. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Conley after the basket by Dallas. Island misses. On the wing, Nembhard. The kick out to Williams. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Here's Thompson following the three-pointer by Minnesota. From deep three-point land. Oh! From the parking lot!
Love the response from Thompson there. You knew it was going to be about payback for him.
Outside, Highland. Pass to Randall. The shot from the low post is good. Randall's got 6.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you, Brian.
Has him bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Minnesota making a change here. Phillips has checked in. throw good, Bagley. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Now here's Randall. 6 points for him. Here's the three. They get the rebound. Reed. And there's two. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Pass to Williams. Thompson outside. Randall against Middleton. Nembhard for three. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Nembhard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Highland looking for an opening. Randall against Middleton. Randall outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. It's Middleton on the wing. And again, it's Dallas.
One of the purest shooters in this game. Stopping Middleton has to be a focal point for your defense.
Randall, a screen on Nembhard. Pass to Phillips. Randall outside. Randall on the screen. Here's Highland. And the three off target. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by one. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Thompson outside. And the Mavericks, another three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside, Highland. Randall outside. Over Middleton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
And you know, you look at guys like Randall who don't have that eye-popping athleticism or length. The pump fake is a great equalizer.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bagley. Washington comes in for Middleton. Flaggs checked in for Thompson. And Christie subbed in for Williams. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Phillips. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Highland. And he makes a first.
You know, what makes Julius Randle special is his versatility. I mean, he can play big and move fast out there, and he can guard and outplay a number of positions as well.
And Randall drops them both. Here's Nembhard. Washington outside. Back to Nembhard. And it's going to be a 3-second call. A chance to check out Dallas's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And that game against the Trailblazers, that's going to be a nice test for them. They'll get a chance to see just how they play against a team that most feel is better than them.
Now here's Randall. 9 points for him in his last game. Back to Tsumu. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards on target.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Flag. He's got 9. The baseline J gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
DeSumo outside. Edwards against Christie. From 9 feet. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Nembhard. Outside Christie. Nembhard, a screen on McDaniels. Back to Nembhard. Gafford the screen. Shot is up. The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 3. DeSumo with it. Gafford picks him up. Outside Edwards. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And let's have a look at the teams who have racked up the most fast break points using real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 5, the Mavericks.
And make no mistake, this team loves to get out and run. Whenever they see space to leak out and score fast, they go strong.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Timberwolves also with a sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Here's Flag. 9 points in the game. Washington outside. Pass to Christie. To the left wing. Here's Flag. His scoring ability is impressive. Averaging 20 a game. 4 on the clock. They still need this. The shot's good. Flag's got 11 points.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Dallas, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Pass to Flag. And here's Gafford. Here's Flag. Here's Marshall. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Minnesota in the lead. Up top, Randall. Give him 8 points now. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. Good on the 13-footer. Gobert's got his second basket on the night.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with his combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
And it's Washington missing. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Randall. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Christie. Down low. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Second team foul.
Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing. And then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly. And then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders.
This helps build their lead. They're having a solid second quarter at the free throw line.
Mavericks trail by 6. To the inside. Here's Marshall. And the layup is good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Edwards looking it over. Gobert with a screen on Christie. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's flag. DiVincenzo covering. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Ninth and second chance points, and they stand in the bottom third of the NBA in field goal percentage this season. The coaching staff is looking for more patience in their half-court sets.
And working their way into the top 10 for second chance points bucket speaks to this squad's commitment to scoring on every offensive possession. They want points every trip down. Pass to Edwards. And Gafford with the block.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Washington finds Christie. Here's flag. 11 points in the game. McDaniels with a steal. Christie against Edwards. Ant-Man getting it done inside.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Washington outside. Marshall outside. Pass to Washington. Lets the three fly and count it. Now 5 for 7.
He had 2 first-quarter threes and now just added another.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. McDaniels got 7.
McDaniels with the big answer.
And here's Washington. Gafford with a screen on Reed. Here's Washington. And again, it's Dallas.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. Here's Edwards. It's good! Edwards! What strength!
Edwards is a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
The three from Washington. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to DiVincenzo. Inside, here's Christie, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stopped a sure thing slam dunk with that foul, and I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They are perfect from the line in this quarter and need to stay aggressively in attack mode if they want to gain control of this game.
Gobert with a screen on Christie. Edwards for 3. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
He started out hot from distance, and that has continued.
Washington outside. Pass to Flag. Marshall outside. Washington, a screen on McDaniels. Marshall can't hit. A chance at a 2 for 1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
McDaniels finds Edwards. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by. They have capitalized well from the free throw line. Their percentage, very impressive.
Mavericks trail by 10. Outside Christie. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Here's Flag outside. Drops in the three. Flag's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
And let's wrap it up and get ready for your Hockey Night Arena Entertainment.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
I think for the Timberwolves, they haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive, night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
3 has been their magic number. They are shooting that thing.
Shooting it for real. Hitting those shots opens up everything for them. They should have a lot of room to operate in the second half.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Mavericks trail by 7. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the center position. And it's Flag missing.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Pass to Gobert. And here's Randall. He's guarded by Washington. 4 on the clock. Randall can't hit. And for Dallas, they're shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Here's Flag. Now Gafford. Pass to Washington. The floater. And it's good on the lay-in. Washington's got 18.
Washington can knock down the 3. He's the epitome of the modern-day forward. Athletic and can shoot it, too.
Outside McDaniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Fires for 3. Sinks it from distance. Edwards got 33.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Pass to Gafford. Here's Flag. DiVincenzo covering. Here's Flag. He's got 14. Lays it up and banks it in. 16 points for him.
When you have that kind of size advantage, you just need to go right to the rim.
Now here's Gobert. For 3, DiVincenzo. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 3 assists tonight.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
Here's Washington. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Nice little bounce in their step since the break. 3 for 4 to start the half.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. The three is up. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And while we can, let's bring up a list of the top scorers across the NBA in the past month. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Marshall outside. Pass to Flag. From down in the low post, it goes. Flag's got 18 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Mavericks trail by 8. Marshall outside. Pass to Washington. Left side, Christie. There's a screen by Marshall. And here's Flag outside. Fires in the triple. Flag's got 7 points here in the quarter.
When you find some room, take advantage. Rise up and fire.
Outside Edwards. Gobert on the high post. Outside McDaniels. Randall on the screen. Shot clock at 5. McDaniels can't hit.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Brian, back to you.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Washington against Randall. Outside Edwards. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Yep, count it.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here is DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game. Right wing. Gobert against Gafford. Gobert inside. Gafford grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. Washington inside. Randall's there, and it's Washington missing. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Now Randall. That one drops for him. Randall's got 10 points.
Doesn't have the great length, but Randall with the attitude to beat up guys on the inside.
Marshall outside. To the paint. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves ball.
Now we get a chance to check some stats for Julius Randall.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. Now here's Edwards. He's got 42. Oh, Edwards with style and authority.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. Pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And Minnesota with possession here after the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Edwards against Christie. And Edwards slams it in.
Ant is tough to slow down. That guy is big and strong, and he's got quickness, too.
Here's Flag. DiVincenzo covering. On the wing, Christie. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The three from Washington. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Out to the wing. Randall finds DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. DiVincenzo can't hit. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Flag. Down low. And the dunk by Gafford.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
The Timberwolves shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Outside Edwards. Puts up a deep three. And the rebound goes to Dallas. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Pass to Flag. And here's Washington. And the Mavericks, another three.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Now here's Randall. He's got 10. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Gafford. Here's Flag. 21 points in the game. Now Gafford. Here's Flag. DiVincenzo covering. Here's Flag. Clock at 4. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
The kick out to Edwards. To snap the cold streak. Takes the three. DiVincenzo can't hit. Dallas has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Gafford against Gobert. Washington passes to Gafford. Here's Flag. Here's Washington. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other.
A big group substitution here for Dallas. Bagley's checked in for Gafford. Middleton comes in for Washington. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Nembhard in for Marshall. There's 1:40 left in the third. On the wing, Nembhard. He's guarded by Conley. For the lead. And Nembhard is good for 3. Nembhard's got 6.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson's checked in. All right, let's take a moment now to look at the rookie leaderboard. The best playmakers over the last 10 games. Cooper Flagg, number 1.
And some of the passes he's made during these last 10 games have been incredible. You can tell he's brimming with confidence right now.
Yeah, he's been making every kind of pass you can imagine. Spectacular, simple, plain, in the half-court set, in transition. Kids dropping dimes at a high rate in every way possible.
Now here's Anderson. No made baskets yet. 1:14 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Nembhard. Middleton up top. Back to Nembhard. Launches it. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dosunmu outside. Now here's Conley. There's 39 seconds left in the third. And Dosunmu with the 3. Dosunmu's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Another dime in the stellar career of dime dropping by Mike Conley. I tell you, he's dropped thousands of dimes in his career.
Now here's Thompson. He has 6. Middleton outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Naz Reid.
The athleticism of Middleton puts defenders in a rough spot. I mean, sometimes you just have to whack him and hope he misses the shot.
The first one falls.
Middleton is most known, quite honestly, for his scoring ability. He's a sniper from outside that you can't afford to lose contact with.
Both free throws good from Middleton.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Outside Conley. Ingles, a screen on Nembhard for 3. Conley. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. We'll be right back. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, 1 shot, 1 rebound, and let's go. We take care of the ball, get good shots, and get back on defense. Keep talking.
Efficiency, fundamentals. That's what I'm hearing from Jason Kidd.
Yeah, there's a toughness to the way they're playing right now, and they're communicating as well. That's what coach wants to keep seeing.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Thompson and Flagg fill out the wings. Chris Middleton is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Nembhard in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Here's Middleton, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Middleton's so good under pressure. He's always composed and under control.
Conley passes to Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. 12 points for Julius Randle. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Bagley sets a screen. Middleton against Randall. Middleton passes to Bagley. And he gets the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Randall outside. Pass to Highland. Back to Randall. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Randall's a bruiser now. The willingness to be physical inside, a big part of Randall's game.
On the wing, Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randall with power.
Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Highland. Lets it go. Kept alive. Here's Reed. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Saving that trip. Nas Reed turning a miss into a bucket.
Middleton up top. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
And you know, with Middleton, once he gets himself going, he's really hard to slow down because he's got really good size, a great stroke, and has become more skilled not only as a shooter but a ball handler.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Gafford, he's checked in for Bagley. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Minnesota. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Conley. Randall outside. DeSumo on the wing. Back to Randall. Fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Middleton with a screen on Conley. Conley against Nembhard. Back to Thompson. Pass to Flag. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Flag's got 9 points here in the second half. Randall, a screen on Nembhard. Conley with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Pulls up on the wing. The shot by Conley, no good. For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Pass to DeSumo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Randall. Minnesota again missing.
Working from medium range. He was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
And it's Gafford missing.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
And here's Edwards. DeSumo outside. Now here's Reed, defended by Thompson. Shoots a fadeaway. Pass to Randall. The 3-ball. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Thompson outside. It's Middleton on the wing. Back to Thompson. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Conley against Nembhard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Thompson finds Middleton. Nails the wide open jumper. Middleton's got 8 here in this quarter.
And they've really relied on him down the stretch.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
Now here's Edwards. Randall outside. Reed sets a screen. Top of the key. Randall, good.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Conley against Nembhard. It's Middleton on the wing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Nice bit of trickery there from Chris Middleton. He knows exactly how to effectively use that shot fake.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Middleton so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Washington's checked in for Nembhard, and Christie's subbed in for Klay Thompson. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for DeSumo, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
Outside McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's Middleton, that time on the assist by Gafford. Gafford's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Christie. And here's Edwards outside. Rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's flag missing. For Minnesota, they've gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Randall, pass to DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Offensive board. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, defensively, you know you need to box out Gobert. That's a missed assignment right there.
Washington outside. Here's flag. Pass to Middleton. Takes a 3. That one's no good. 9 for 11 from the field. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense is right there. Edwards for 3. And it's flag with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Washington. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Washington's got 15 points here in the second half.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
To the middle. Outside McDaniels. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Middleton passes to Christie. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. To tie it up. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Second chance shot. Rebound by Middleton.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Middleton, no good on the free throw. Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall against Washington. Here's McDaniels. Oh, no good.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Christie. Oh, off target from downtown. Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall deciding where to go with it. Oh, he missed the jumper. The Mavericks shooting a fantastic 57%. Now Washington. Middleton outside. He launches. Gobert pulls it down. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Now Edwards. He on the arc. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And Dallas making a change here. Marshall's checked in. We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's flag. DiVincenzo covering. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Brutal play at this point. It's frustrating because they've battled so hard all night.
Now Christie. Flag outside. 4 on the clock. Oh, it doesn't go. The Timberwolves trail. McDaniels. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Jaden McDaniels, what a moment. Huge bucket there.
Gafford with a screen on Edwards. Here's flag. Oh, touches it off the glass.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's Edwards. Shoots from 8. Washington with a rebound. Here's flag. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Christie. Now Gafford. Flag outside from downtown. Gobert pulls it down. Minnesota with the ball.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards against Christie. Gafford with a screen on Edwards. Here's flag. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it from 7. Cashes it in.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What's the best strategy for him?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
so it's the Mavericks who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie